Welcome to the Secrets of College Planning. I'm your host, Anthony Uva, and today we're going to get some insight on the process of college. My guest today is the acting Associate Vice President, and he is Stephen Kubow of Kean Ocean. And welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Anthony. My pleasure.
No problem. So, Steve, I usually ask my guests where they went to college. So where'd you go to school?
Sure. Well, I'm from upstate New York originally, Buffalo, and I did both my bachelor's and my PhD at the State University of New York at Buffalo.
Oh, great.
Now known as UB.
UB, yes, absolutely. Well, good. So now, when did you start thinking about college in high school? Was it freshman year, senior year?
Actually, it was probably even 8th grade. I went to a magnet school that drew citywide that was really focused on college prep. And we were encouraged to think college really in 8th grade on.
Wow.
So the earlier the better, really, in a lot of ways. And it was, we were a small school. My graduating class had 105 students in it. But every single one of us went on to college.
Wow.
So.
Good. So now, once you graduate from college, what's the process that you took to get to where you are today?
If you would have asked me when I graduated college if I would be where I am today, I would have said no way. My PhD, my bachelor's and PhD are both in chemistry.
Oh.
And when I was, as an undergraduate, I was envisioning myself working in industry. I really had no thoughts whatsoever of going on into academics.
Wow.
But in graduate school, one of the mandatory parts of it was in order to, and the nice thing about the natural sciences is your graduate tuition is paid as long as you're a teaching assistant or a research assistant. So everybody, when they start out as a teaching assistant. So I started out as a teaching assistant, fell in love with the academic part, loved being in front of the classroom, and said, this might be a possible career track. Was fortunate enough then once I graduated to catch on at Kean University, and I've been there 23 years now.
So now Kean University of Union in New Jersey, and then there's Kean Ocean where you are now. So how did you go from there to there?
Well, I started out as a faculty member, and I spent over about 10 years as a faculty member.
Wow.
Then I actually moved into the administration. I took over what we called our Center for Academic Success, which was a lot of the academic support services from new student registration and orientation, through tutoring, through career services, all the way through graduation.
Wow.
I ran that for about 10 years, and then a vacancy developed at our Kean Ocean operation, our Kean Ocean location, and the president was kind enough to think of me and offer me the position, and
wow.
I've been down there 3 years now.
Oh, fantastic.
So, and it's a wonderful opportunity. And Kean is, one of the nice things about Kean is our president is very entrepreneurial. So we have, in addition to our ocean location, we have a campus in Wenzhou, China, Wenzhou Kean University, and we are building a location up in the Highlands as well to focus on environmental studies. So
wow.
we're really trying to spread throughout the state from south to north.
Yeah. So now, how did the school come about? Is the school young, or was it something else at one time?
Kean Ocean itself is a partnership between Ocean County College and Kean University.
Okay.
And it's in its 10th anniversary actually this year. The original agreement was signed back in May of 2006, and it resulted from a meeting between John Larson, who's the president of Ocean County College, and Daud Frahi, who's the president of Kean University. They both have very similar ideals of bringing affordable, high-quality education to the state of New Jersey, and in particular Ocean County. John Larson was very interested in finding a partner who wanted to allow students to complete a baccalaureate degree on the campus of Ocean County College.
Wow.
And while Ocean County is geographically a very large county, there's really not a public four-year presence in there. There's Georgian Court that's in there, but as far as public education, there wasn't a presence. So we agreed to provide that senior institution presence and allow the students to finish their bachelor's degree, as well as there's master's degree programs we offer, and we offer a PhD in nursing educational leadership. So
Wow.
it really, I think, provides an opportunity to a region of the state that really was underserved from the higher ed perspective.
So now that's in Ocean County, New Jersey. I guess it's close to the beach.
Pretty close to the beach, yes. It's, I think, about 6 miles from Seaside Heights.
Okay.
We're pretty close.
So that gives an attraction to students as well.
Absolutely. It's something that I'm hoping we can actually take advantage of in the future. Advertising, taking classes in the morning and spending the afternoon at the beach. It's something that we're thinking about doing going forward as a sort of a draw for people up north to come down and not only have a chance to have fun, but also have a chance to earn some credits over the summer.
Great. So now 10-year anniversary. So
Yes.
what is the school doing for a 10-year anniversary? Is there anything in particular that it's doing?
We're having a few different events throughout the fall semester. We're hoping to have a lecture series that would be open to the public. We're having a few receptions, a welcome back picnic for the students. So a variety of different events throughout the summer, just throughout the fall semester, just to make everyone aware of it, and also to provide an opportunity to thank the community, the greater Ocean County community, for their 10 years of support. And
Wow.
the government in Ocean County, the freeholders, have been extremely supportive of this.
I bet.
So
Yeah, great. Now, so what's the process that Kean Ocean goes into? What's the process that a student takes to go to the school? Is it the same process that you would take to Kean University, or how does it work?
it's a little different. Most of our programs are designed in the format of what we call 2+2, meaning you would do your 2 years and receive an associate's degree from Ocean County College, then seamlessly move over to Kean and complete the remaining 2 years of your 4-year baccalaureate degree. So you would apply to OCC, you would attend there first, but then on the application you would indicate that you're interested in participating in Kean Ocean.
Gotcha.
We are actually working on developing the first true joint baccalaureate program between the two schools, that both schools would appear on the baccalaureate degree in nursing. We're looking at developing a seamless 4-year nursing program that would be kind of the first of its kind in New Jersey, where you would attend both schools and move seamlessly through one application, one process, all the way through. So that's something that we're excited about. We're in the development stages of that at this point.
So a student is taking the process, regular application, so on and so forth, but wants to do the 2-year college first before it goes to the other 2 years at a regular 4-year college per se.
Correct. And the part of the agreement or the partnership, we agreed to be, if you will, non-competitive. In other words, we don't offer courses that OCC offers and vice versa, so that both schools mutually benefit from this arrangement. So we have specific articulations saying, these are the courses you're going to take at OCC, then these are the courses you're going to take at Kean, and here's how they fit together to make a bachelor's degree.
Yeah, I gotcha. So now, as the vice president there at the school, what are some of the responsibilities that you have at the school?
A little bit of everything. Basically, I view my role in twofold. One, to raise awareness of the campus, both in Union as well as throughout the state.
Okay.
And the other is to provide the resources necessary for our programs to flourish and grow.
Okay.
So whether it's the extracurricular, whether it's the academic, whether it's the facilities end of things, whatever is necessary, that's basically my role.
Oh, okay. So now you said extracurricular. What's at the school that students can take extracurricular activities other than just the classes?
Sure. One of the things that we've really tried to do, and it's unfortunate because a lot of the perception of a 2-year school is that the students just are they come in, they go. They don't want to spend time on campus, which is really not true. But we wanted to take it to the next level because at a 4-year school, the extracurriculars are often the thing that differentiates us from a more applied school. So we have a student life division down with us. We have a student resource room. We have a variety of clubs. I think we're up to around 10 or 11 different clubs that we have.
Wow.
As well as we have a full-time student government vice president who serves on the student government up in Union. So they do it usually they attend meetings via Skype.
Wow.
They do a variety of activities, trips to the city, trips to, last year I think it was, we did a trip to Gettysburg, spent a day trip. So there's some academic trips. They do things like go to medieval times for fun.
Sure.
So there's a variety of different activities, a lot of sporting events, but they also bring in speakers. There's a lot of different ways to get involved and be committed. And what we try to do is recruit student leaders from the two-year school to become student leaders with us because they already have the interest and the experience. But it really is a great experience. It gives people the opportunity to expand and beyond what they learn in the classroom. They develop leadership skills, communication skills, things that will really serve them well as they go out into the working world.
So what are some of the differentiators that the school has that other community colleges wouldn't have or have something similar to?
Basically having the upper division components, having the final completing parts of the junior senior level classes, which community colleges traditionally by definition don't offer anything that's considered senior division.
Right.
So we offer that component. We offer the resources of Kean University. Everybody who is a Kean Ocean student is a Kean University student.
Gotcha.
They pay Kean University tuition while they're a Kean student. When they're an OCC student, they pay OCC tuition, which when you put it together, you can get a bachelor's degree for under $30,000, which in this day and age is almost unheard of.
Yeah.
But they have if they choose to, they can come up to Union. They can take advantage of our library, our research facilities up there, as well as if they want to stay on. And many of the students don't head up to Union until commencement.
Wow.
They really can complete the degree down with us, and we really try to provide that experience. And I've had a number of students say if it weren't for us being present there, they would not have gone on and completed the baccalaureate degree.
Wow. So now, financially wise, does the school offer anything financial wise?
Absolutely, absolutely. We offer financial aid in all of its various forms. Being a state institution, we do take federal financial aid as well as the HESA, any of the grants through there, the TAG grants and so on and so forth. We also have some scholarships specifically for Kean Ocean as well as the general student scholarships up in Union that a student can apply for as well.
Great.
One of the other opportunities that's come along that's a phenomenal opportunity with the opening of our campus in Wenzhou, China. Students have the opportunity to spend a semester or a year there for the same tuition they would pay as if they were staying here in the U.S. So if they pay tuition, room, and board, they would pay the exact same amount to spend a semester in China.
And how long has that been in existence?
This is about a third full year of operation of the campus, and we're just in the infancy of having students go over to study. But there are about 1,200 students over in China at this point.
Fantastic.
So we really think it's going to be an opportunity for students to experience the greater global community at no additional cost to them. That's really unheard of to have an opportunity like that.
So now, what are some of the majors that students are picking up at the school? You said nursing was a big major. Is there any other majors that a lot of students pick up?
We're up to, I think, about 30 majors at this point down at the Toms River location. We just recently added communications and communications public relations. Those are very growing fields.
Sure.
We have everything from education, which is what Kean is most noted for. We began as Newark Normal School as a teacher preparation school back in 1855. So we have a long history of preparing teachers in New Jersey. And so obviously we offer a variety of different options, whether you're interested in elementary or middle school or high school teacher certifications. We offer all those programs. We have basically representatives from each of our undergraduate college business. Our business management program is a big one. Psychology is a huge program with us. It's actually our largest major at this point.
Wow.
But we offer accounting, finance, biology, mathematics, you name it. We have a smattering of everything across the board.
Great. So now, how do parents and students find Kean Ocean?
There's a couple of ways you can find Kean Ocean. We're featured pretty prominently on the Ocean County College website. We also are on the Kean University website. And we have our own website, which is, if you do kean.edu/Kean Ocean, all one word, you can find us there as well.
Oh.
Talks about the process and how to apply initially to Ocean County College. We are not exclusively taking students from Ocean County College. We will accept transfer students from anywhere. We are exclusively a transfer institution. You can't start as a freshman with us at the location. But we have students coming to us, quite a few students coming to us from Monmouth County, from Brookdale, a few from Mercer.
Wow.
So we try to draw from roughly a 45-minute driving radius around Toms River. So that's kind of our drawing area. But as long as you have an associate's degree from a New Jersey County College, we guarantee you junior status, and we will fit you in. If you don't have the complete associate's degree, or you have switched majors, which happens quite frequently. Students come in with one major
Sure.
and then realize this isn't what I thought it was going to be, and end up switching for a variety of reasons. We then sometimes have to send you back to take some additional classes, OCC, some of the prerequisites for the new major. Worst case scenario that we see occasionally is somebody who did a business major and now they want to be a teacher. And so we have to tell them, well, unfortunately, business courses don't count towards a teaching curriculum. And so you're going to need more of the basic fundamental liberal arts courses. You're going to need an academic content area to teach. So it takes them a little bit longer. But as one of the things that I always try to counsel students is, do what you really enjoy doing, because then it's not going to be like work.
Sure.
So don't do it because you think it's going to be a good job or because your parents are telling you to do it, but do it because it's something you're passionate about.
Right.
And that's probably the best advice I could give.
So now, does Kean Ocean, do you go to a lot of events like other schools? These college nights and things like that?
Absolutely. We are present, and also because the students start with Ocean County College, they do a lot of recruiting for us as well. We do a lot of recruiting. We'll go to Brookdale, we'll go to Mercer, we'll go to some of the different county colleges. We also, Ocean County College has a branch campus down in Manahawkin too, so we'll go down there and have a presence down there as well and do some recruiting there.
Mm-hmm. So do you go into the high schools as well?
Not as much, no.
Okay.
My
It's
staff does somewhat,
transferring.
but because they really need to have started with and completed essentially about 60 credits or so.
Gotcha.
We accept with 30 credits and above, but to guarantee junior status, you need at least 60 credits.
So what are some of the requirements that a student needs to get into the school?
What we're looking for with this partnership, and one of the nice things about it is while we do have a separate application once the students are ready to come into us, Ocean County College students don't pay an application fee, so that we do a seamless transition that way.
Wow.
And basically what we're looking for is the transcripts of all post-secondary institutions attended. We prefer an associate's degree because then the statewide transfer law kicks in and we honor full faith and credit with that.
Okay.
And we're looking for, in most cases, because you're coming in our process, you come in as what's called an intended major. So we admit you to the school first and then to the major second once you have an academic track record.
Okay.
So we look for basically a 2.0 GPA to enter the school. And then once you're in the school, depending on the major, you then meet the GPA requirements for the specific major. So if you're a teacher, you need a 3.0 GPA. If you're a biology major, you need a 2.5. If you were chemistry, which unfortunately we don't offer down at Ocean, you would have a 2.0. So there's a variety of different ranges of GPAs in there.
Okay. Gotcha. So a student is not just focused on one GPA. Are there SATs count or anything like that, or is that
because we're doing as transfer, we don't require the SATs. Transfer students that came, regardless if you're union or with us, SATs are not required.
Okay.
If you're coming in as a freshman, that's a different story. Through union, we would obviously want you to take the SATs. But as a transfer student, you already have a track record and you've already been to college. So there is some evidence, and oftentimes it's pretty good evidence of how you did at the county colleges a pretty good predictor of how you're going to do at the four-year school. So we look at that.
So that brings up a question. How about living arrangements? Do students live at the campus, or is it more of a commuter
That's one
type
thing it is exclusively commuter at this point. In my long-term vision, I would love to get some sort of residential facility in the area, because that would allow us to really start tapping into southern New Jersey much more.
Yeah.
And getting back to what I said about the summers, we could really have
Sure.
students from the north come down and spend the summer with us.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a very viable option and attractive option for the students.
So does the school become more of a year-round type of school, or is it off and then it goes?
We do run year-round. We don't run a tremendous number of summer courses. Quite a few of our students do have shore-related jobs over the summer, and that's where they make a lot of their money to pay for school.
Right.
So we don't run as many summer session classes as, say, Union would. But we do run basically 12 months a year.
Yeah. Now, so Kean University compared to Kean Ocean, what are some of the differences in the schools? Is there major differences?
Obviously, size is a big factor. We have a little over 1,500. We're going to hopefully hit about 1,600 students down at Kean Ocean. Union, we're in the high 15,000, so we're about 10% of the size.
Wow.
Obviously, because the size is larger, there's a lot more variability in selection of classes available. We offer multiple sections of just about every course. Because of our size, we offer probably fewer choices as far as, well, we may offer a day and a night section as opposed to a 9 o'clock, a 10 o'clock, an 11 o'clock, a 4 o'clock. So a little bit less variability, just because we don't have the numbers to justify the larger.
And more extracurricular activities as well
Sports
as
teams. We don't have, obviously, any sports teams down with us currently. But students can participate in the sports. We're a Division III NCAA Division III school. They can participate through Union. So there's obviously the full range of athletics up there, pool, fitness center, things that we utilize the OCC versions of, whereas in Union we have our own facilities up there.
and then they have housing up there as well.
They do indeed, yes.
Okay.
We have housing for probably about 3,000 students.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. So, is there anything that's going to be happening at the school that you want to tell anybody?
We really like people just to become more aware of us. I mean, even though we are 10 years old, as you will, there still is somewhat a lack of awareness of what we are. And sometimes even the name is confusing, Kean Ocean. What exactly does that mean? Doesn't say university or college or anything in there. So we try to get the word out as much as possible that we are a mechanism that allows students to get an affordable four-year degree.
Yeah.
So,
And that's key for a lot of parents and students. They want to know that as well.
absolutely.
So the process is pretty seamless. Then it's really online. They can do it online.
They can absolutely apply online. We have a completely paperless admission process all the way to the admissions letter. Everything is sent out electronically. Students will, once they're admitted, as part of their admission package, they get a link so they can review to see how their credits transferred into the program, as well as, we call it a degree audit or a program evaluation. So they can see what classes they took, what classes they still need to take, and then that becomes, as they go along, it automatically updates in real time. So when they register for a class, it shows the class they register for. Once everything's filled out on it, they know they're ready to graduate. So we try to use the technology as much as possible. It's a lot different, obviously, than when you or I were a student. And,
Sure. So no paper form whatsoever.
We really try to do as little as possible. Financial aid, there's a few forms. We do have a paper form if we're sending a student back to OCC that says, look, we want them to take this course. We're giving them the permission, and here's how the course is going to count towards them.
Do you get students that go from Union to Ocean back to Union? They just keep on going back?
Sometimes.
What's the distance between the two?
It's about a little over 50 miles between campuses, about 55 miles, I think, between campuses. So it's going to take you about an hour. If you hit the short traffic on a weekend, you're maybe talking an hour and a half, 2 hours, maybe longer.
Yeah.
But it is enough of a drive that a lot of students don't do that. But we have had Union students, because they need a specific class and it's closed up at Union, that will come down to take it with us, which is fine too.
Yeah.
And we do have students who, if they're out of our normal track and they need a course that we're not offering that semester, do the same thing as well.
Great. Well, we're coming to the end of our show, and usually I ask my guests, what advice do you want to give to the parents and the students that are out there that they're interested in going to Kean Ocean?
Sure.
What advice do you want to give them?
Well, one of the main things about it is ask questions. Do your research, ask questions. We would prefer you to ask more questions than not. We want you to be comfortable with your decision of a school to go to. But again, if you are interested in a very affordable quality four-year education, we would ask you to consider us and take a look at what we do offer. But do your research, start early, and hopefully, if we're a match for you, wonderful. If not, we wish you the best of luck wherever you go.
Great. Well, thank you for coming.
Thank you
appreciate
very much. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. So you've been watching The Secrets of College Planning. I'm your host, Anthony Uva. Until next time.